for it. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe! Oh yeah! Now with a title screen like that, the game must be awesome. You run around as He-Man, riding on the mighty Battle Cat, sword fighting, and, I don't know, punching the camera? Just He-Man stuff. This game's gotta be like that, right? Nope, you're in the Wind Raider. I will give them credit for making the Wind Raider recognizable, though, considering the graphics. But the thing is, you almost never see He-Man in the Wind Raider. You're more likely to see it piloted by Teela or Man-at-Arms. He-Man doesn't really need it, unless he's going somewhere very far away. And the palace and Castle Grayskull are not that far apart. Hell, even this game says they're only 30 miles apart. Do you really need what is essentially a very small fighter plane to get there? But forget the logic. The main reason this is wrong is because it just doesn't feel like you're playing as the strongest man in the universe. Usually it's the bad guys who are throwing the heavy artillery at He-Man, and he's able to beat them with just a sword and some crazy strength. This almost feels like the other way around.
I guess they just don't make energy bows like they used to.
By the way, this game is so broken that if you go toward the left instead of the right, the game just gets confused and doesn't throw any enemies at you. Not only that, but it makes the enemy death sound every few seconds and you get points every time, even if you just sit there. It takes forever and is boring as hell. I want to say that I'd rather just fight the enemies, but then I remember how obnoxiously cheap they are. Well, that song sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? Let's hear it again with the first part played twice. Yeah. Though, even good games use this song, so I guess I can't complain too much. Anyway, I hope you like the theme to Dragnet because you'll be hearing it a lot. Now actually, this game has two parts to it. Once you get to Castle Grayskull, which is also pretty recognizable all things considered, the gameplay totally changes. Now you're in a dungeon with Skeletor where you have to either dodge his lasers or deflect them with your sword as you try to get around these rolling walls to get to him. While this isn't terribly exciting, it's a more legitimate challenge than the first part of the game, and it feels more like you're playing as He-Man. These are things you would actually see in the show. The colors on the characters even make sense. He-Man is orange, Skeletor's blue. But all you have to do is touch Skeletor and you win, although it's harder than it sounds. I have the power! As cool as this looks, seeing this in video game format looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? Sadly, once this part's over, you're stuck on the Wind Raider again. And once again, it's time to cheat so we can get to the good part again.
Next time, you might try knocking first.
All things considered, they really did do an awesome job on this title screen. I mean, there's really only so much you can do when He-Man's mouth is only about 4 pixels wide. But is it just me, or does he look a little like Reb Brown?